We're going to go now to disturbing and shocking allegations against a man from Grosse Pointe Farms.
51-year-old Dwayne Howell was arraigned today, accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alcenaida is listening to a detective who couldn't believe the suspect was already wearing a tether for another case when they locked him up.
He was considered a family friend and entrusted with picking up a 15-year-old girl from her school in Detroit. Now a Grosse Pointe Farms man is facing felony charges, accused of doing the unthinkable.
It is disturbing to know that somebody would do this to such a young victim. We did capture him. Is that ever going to make the situation better? No. This is something that this victim's going to have to live with for the rest of their life.
Detective Roger Wersevsky of the Grosse Pointe Farms Department of Public Safety says it's one of the most disturbing cases he's had to investigate. He alleges on May 28th, 51-year-old Dwayne Howell picked up a family friend's daughter from school in Detroit. He then allegedly took her to his home here in Grosse Pointe Farms, where he's accused of sexually assaulting her multiple times. He then dropped the child off at her home in Detroit. That's when the distraught family called police.
We were able to get a search warrant. Everything that the victim had told her father was exact what we found when we did the search warrant of the home, at which time we did take DNA.
After months of investigation and waiting back for DNA evidence, Howell was taken into custody this week. He stood in front of Judge Charles Birchback Wednesday, pleading not guilty to the 6 charges he's facing. Howell's attorney says he can't speak on the case at length, but wants the court to give Mr. Howell a chance to fully explain his case.
Very simply, I think my client's being demonized, as it relates to this particular allegation. It's significant, but in this great country, under the great Constitution, there's a presumption of innocence.
However, court records show that back in 2021, Howell was also charged with assault with intent to murder in Harper Woods. That case is still going through the courts, but Howell was released on a $50,000 bond, 10% cash surety. He was on a tether when the most recent alleged crime occurred.
If somebody's on a tether and they're willing to commit this crime, what else are they willing to do?
On Wednesday, Judge Birchback placed Howell on a $200,000 bond, no 10%, and remains at the Wayne County Jail. Howell could be spending the rest of his life in prison if convicted. In Grosse Pointe Farms, I'm Ruta Alcenaida, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Ruta, thank you.